What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome to Pillow Talk with Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia Watkins. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I am here with my lovely wife, Dr. Alicia Watkins. How you doing today, babe?
Oh my gosh. Merry Christmas to you, boys. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Happy holiday. Are we supposed to say happy holiday or
Mhm.
Merry Christmas? Is it taboo to say Merry
I'll
Christmas?
say Merry Christmas.
I do because I celebrate Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa. All of
Happy
that.
any holiday you celebrate. Does anybody celebrate anything other than Christmas? Let us know if the world is bigger than Christmas for you. Anyway, we wanted
Oh
to come.
wait, happy it's the sun is at its lowest place in the sky, right? These are the long days before tomorrow, I think, is when the sun it starts getting brighter.
Oh,
So
really?
that's a pagan tradition, right?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Hey, Vic, how you doing? Vic
Winter
FM and
solstice.
BSC in year three. Deshaun Farad. Deshaun, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Yeah. So today we watched a great movie.
Well,
I think we both liked
I
it.
saw the whole thing, but you kind of dozed off a little bit,
Well,
boys.
I'm listening when I'm sleeping.
That is very true. You every closed eye isn't asleep when it comes for you.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I thought it was Matrix, the Matrix Resurrection. So give me a yes or no. How many of you saw the Matrix Resurrection with Keanu Reeves and whoever played Trinity?
Can't remember her name.
Yeah,
Jada Pinkett made
she
a
did a
really
good job.
nice, excellent job.
She did a very good job. Oh, Deshaun Farrar said Bobby Hemmett did an interesting analysis on the Matrix. Did you ever watch Bobby Hemmett's analysis?
Yes, I've seen just about every
Uh,
Bobby Hemmett video.
did you see the one he did on the Matrix?
Yes, I have seen it, but we gotta go back and see it. Well,
Shout
I
out
don't know. I hope you can watch it with me. That would be
Bobby
really
Hemmett.
nice.
Yeah, well, I like Bobby Hemmett.
Really?
Yeah, I think his stuff was good. You know, you have your favorite people: Black Dot, Bobby
That's
Hemmett,
my.
Brother Panic.
those are my three. The list grows, but those are the people I watch. I used to tune into.
Yeah, Tremaine says him and his wife are about to watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you'll like
Ooh,
it.
this might be a spoiler though
What? What's this
for
for?
people who haven't seen it yet. You have to like say
Oh,
that.
well, I think we could talk about it without it being a spoiler. You
I
know.
don't know if I can.
Well, you know what I liked? I thought that the movie was very. I felt like it was like our kind of movie because you being a therapist, I know you're interested in the mind and I'm interested in things like financial psychology. You know, so the mind is kind of the theme of it. It's when they were talking about the sheeple and kind of breaking out of the of the matrix.
Well, I love the part they made several references I saw to um, Joseph Campbell. He talks
Did
about
they?
the hero's journey of trying to find yourself and what would you be if you could be what you wanted to be, all that stuff. So, some when you're on your journey, there's always someone there that's going to help you. So when Neo is on his journey, Morpheus is there to kind of help him. And the
Mm,
Oracle is there to help you as you go through your journey. And there always must be an opposition. So the Smith, is that right, Mr. Smith?
Mr. Smith, yeah.
Mr. Smith is your opposition, the one evil side is going to stop you from getting to the other side. And to get to the other side, to find your lady or to find the goal, the quest that you're after, which is really the quest to find yourself, you have
Hmm.
to fight, you have to struggle, you have to get through what seems impossible, but there's always someone along the way that's going to help you.
And then you break out and you become Neo, and
You
then
break out, you're
you can
better.
stop bullets and fly.
Yes, you're better than you were when you started that journey. So the journey is a way where you kind of shed your own old self, and you, because you go through these trials and tribulations, you come out on the other side victorious. Like
Yeah.
we knew Neo was going to be victorious going into the movie, but it's the journey.
Hmm.
It's the journey that makes sense. So I shout out to Joseph Campbell.
Well,
He's wonderful.
I think that the monologue I think we probably liked the best was like at the end when the guy
Oh,
gave the whole little speech about how the sheeple they need us, they need to be told what to do, and I think that was such a hell of a message to share.
go ahead,
Like right
Doogie.
now,
Wait, go ahead, Doogie Howser,
oh, Doogie
dropping
Howser did it.
knowledge.
Oh yeah, he did it. He did that. He played that part, and that it was great because they were really talking about some of the themes that kind of exist now. Where if you really watch the media closely, and you watch how the corporate machine operates,
Mm-hmm.
it really is a matrix.
Yeah.
Like people don't even know, like honestly, even the whole pandemic kind of broke people out of the matrix. They got unplugged, and
They did unplug.
when they unplugged from the corporate plantation, a lot of people were like, "I'm not going
I'm
back to
not
work."
going back to. I'm not taking the blue pill
Hmm.
anymore. I'm done with this blue pill. I want the red
Yeah.
pill.
Yeah, so let's think
Yeah.
about it. What are some areas where the matrix applies to real life? You got the corporate plantation, you have politics, red pill, blue pill, right? That's an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe consumerism, like excessive consumerism. You're
Mm-hmm.
trained as a child to consume, to buy products, buy. That's why Americans
Mm-hmm.
consume more than almost anybody else. When I in 2006, I did a research visit to the Center for European Economic Research in Mannheim, Germany. And when I was there, one of my German colleagues came in and basically said he didn't understand what was wrong with Americans. He said, "What is wrong with you Americans?" And I was like, "Well, what's wrong with you Germans?" And he said, "I looked at Z data, and Z data says that that you make 5 times more than we do, or 4 times. It was something big. It was like you make more money than we do, and also we pay more in taxes than you do, but we
Mm-hmm.
save far more than you do."
Mm-hmm.
And it opened my eyes to the fact that Americans are trained to consume. Like you
Yeah.
got to buy the latest iPhone. You got to oh, another matrix is social media. Like
Yeah.
that's a matrix like a mug.
Well, it tells you this is what you need to do. You need to work so that you can earn money so that you can buy these great things. And the more great things that we're trying to offer you, you need to try to buy it so that you can work more, so that you can
Mm,
buy those things. And you're so stuck in that whole loop that you don't even know
mm.
what's important.
Yeah.
I really
Get up, go
love,
to work, come home, go to bed. Get up, go
yeah.
to work, come home, go to
And
bed.
it's funny how Neo went back to sleep. Like he woke up in the Matrix, but it's crazy that he went back to sleep and started taking the blue pill and he
Mm,
forgot who he was. And it was
mm.
all about him relearning who he is and how great he is.
Well, a lot of people do that. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people start off,
Yeah.
seeing themselves a certain way, like when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
What do you want to be? I want to be a fireman. I want to be a cowboy.
Oh,
I want
you're
to be a
so
football
bright
player.
eyed.
Yeah, and then like 20 years later, like you're like a spouse. You got a spouse and kids, and you're doing the whole rat race. Get up, go to
Oh,
work, come home, go to bed. Get up, go to work, come home, go to bed,
oh my
and
God.
sacrificing thousands of hours of your life just so you can make enough money to barely get by, to buy more consumer products.
God, and nothing keeps women, which was really fascinating, nothing keeps women more in this matrix, taking our blue pills, than children,
Yeah,
keeping us centered and grounded. But it's almost to the point where you just can't be. You
yeah,
can't get on your motorcycle and just drive away on your motorcycle. You have all these responsibilities.
yeah. They took Trinity and they turned her into Tiffany.
They turned
And she was like
into,
a mother of two kids, and a husband, 2 kids, and a dog.
oh, it works. I mean, the kids absolutely works. It's like, mommy, we need you. And she's
Yeah,
like, I ain't Tiffany.
yeah.
I'm
I
Trinity.
hate that
I
name.
hate
I'm
that name.
Trinity. So she
I was
gets on her
like, yes.
motorcycle, like, I want to go get with Neo.
I was jumping up and down. And I just love that because it really is, the Matrix really is the story of the black man and the black woman, right?
You think so?
Yeah, we've gone to sleep and we're not together anymore. We're
Oh,
fractured.
we've forgotten who we
We
are.
have forgotten who we are. We've
That's true.
forgotten who we are. We've bought into this consumerism, all the different blue pills the Matrix blue pill offers us,
Mm,
and we've forgotten who we are and what we are. We don't even know our names. Our names have
mm,
been changed, and we have bots put in place to stop us from waking up. The bots. The job of the bots is to rock us to sleep some more. And then
mm.
I think it was just so great. Neo went and got his woman,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
they were powerful together. They couldn't do it until they were together. Like
Oh,
when
I
they're
figured you like
separate,
that.
I love that part. Just being the black man and black woman, they all both of them were black. So I guess that's like being black.
But that is really true.
But
Like when we are together, like you are stronger.
we're so much better together, boys.
I think we are too. I mean, we do a lot of things together.
Yeah, but we do a lot of things apart. But I
Hmm.
think it's apart, whatever that means. But I
Hmm.
think when we come together and do something, it's so much better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. By the way, you're watching Pillow Talk with Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia Watkins. This is where we basically literally lay against our pillows and do our podcast and talk about things that two college professors talk about when we are um, sitting in our beds. And by the way, if you want to go to my website, hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up right now if you could. If you want to go to my website's boycewatkins.com. And I'll also put up Alicia's website. She's a licensed therapist and a full professor of social work. And her website is coachingwithdralicia.com. And I'll put that on the screen. You can follow her at Coaching with Dr. Alicia on Instagram. So I want to make sure everybody knows how they can follow you. So another thing I thought about was there's the black woman that the Matrix was stolen from, who sued Warner Brothers. What's her name? Give me her name again.
Sophia Stewart, is that her name? Yeah, Sophia Stewart, right? It's her
Yeah,
story.
at least that's the
The
claim that she was making.
Wachowski brothers or sisters. What are they, sisters now?
Yeah,
Or did both of them get the operation?
uh, I don't know. I guess we all in the Matrix on that shit.
We don't know.
We don't know if men are women or women are men, and they tell everybody you're just a soul, and there's no such thing as gender. The world is a little weird.
No, it's not a little weird. Those two have chosen to take the red pill. Those two have said, look, if I could be anything that I want to be, what would it be? And they say, I don't want to be a man anymore. I want to be a woman. So I mean, in some sense, oh, is that a picture? In some sense, they're building their own reality.
Yeah, I'll.
Isn't Laura? I think her name is Laura, right?
Well, maybe that's what drove the original creation of the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
That they just were like, we're both girls on the inside, and now we want, but we just look like dudes, and we're really plugged into the wrong body. I mean, isn't that the whole theme now, that everybody believes that you're just kind of in this body and you don't really, that's not really who you're supposed to be? And
well, I mean, you're not Boyce. You're just someone living inside of a body called Boyce. Oh, okay. You're bigger than that.
Oh, I can.
There's a God in you.
But I am a dude though. But yeah, that's the Wachowskis.
Right, oh, there they go.
Yeah, now the one with the beard, he looks kind of masculine. He looks like a dude.
Okay, so wait. So did both of them get the? I thought only one.
Yeah, they're now the Wachowski sisters. They used to be the Wachowski brothers.
Okay, so they've transformed. Look at that. They went on their own hero's journey.
They did. Good for them.
Got in touch.
I'd like to ask some questions, but hey, now I'm trying to figure out what in the hell happened to Lawrence Fishburne. Why wasn't Lawrence Fishburne in the Matrix?
Could bring him back. Yeah, they brought Jada Pinkett back and did a good job with her. I wonder. I don't know why they didn't bring him back. They recasted him.
Yeah, and they, I didn't like that.
Okay, so I was talking to my brother and he told me it was the guy from but I don't know. Okay, is that a picture? Who was he?
Yeah, so what guy? Oh, who they recast him as? I don't know the brother's name. He was in some.
But he's been in a lot of other movies.
Well, he was in that really good sci-fi flick with Regina King.
Yes. Remember I love that. It's one of my favorite. Yeah, actually, it's one of my favorite.
What'd you say? What was
it's probably in one of my top, maybe I put it in my top 10 shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know what it was called.
What was the name of it? With Tulsa?
It was about Tulsa and everything. But yeah, they basically recast Morpheus. And I looked up to see why isn't Larry Fishburne in the
Larry
Matrix?
Fishburne is much older, and I don't think he could do those kung fu moves.
Well, here's what he says. Here's what I found. He says, "I am not in the next Matrix movie." Fishburne told Collider in a recent interview, "Our films were never intended to be for a passive audience." I don't know what that means. Said the Wachowskis in a 2005 interview with IGN, "We wanted our audience to actually have to work, have to think, to actually have them participate in order to enjoy them." I don't know what that means.
Well, Mr. Smith wasn't in it. They recasted Smith into something like newer. So maybe Morpheus and Smith were different.
We know what probably happened. They probably had a dispute over compensation.
Oh, I don't know. We don't know. But they used a lot of the clips from the original Matrix in it, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, you remember... they did the same thing to Terrence Howard in the Avengers movies. Remember when they replaced Terrence Howard with Don Cheadle and act like we wouldn't notice?
Wait a minute, Terrence Howard was in the Avengers movie?
Yes, he was in the first Iron Man. Do y'all remember Terrence Howard in Iron Man? Yes, and they kicked his ass out because Terrence Howard started tripping apparently, and they didn't.
Really? It was.
Yeah, but when they asked Fishburne why he was in the movie, he said, "You'd have to ask Elena Wachowski why, because I don't have an answer for that."
Oh.
So that sounds like some bad blood. That sounds like. I'm kind of mad. But yeah, but Terrence Howard was in Iron Man. Nobody remembers Terrence Howard in Iron Man. He
I
was
don't really.
yes, he
I'm
was.
not much of a.
Yeah, he played Rhodey, the
They don't
general.
even look alike. They
General.
didn't even
Well,
try to.
in the mind, I think it's kind of like they're both like similar caliber of actors, and like those two and Jeffrey Wright are kind of the same. But Jeffrey Wright is the best.
What?
He's the most
Jeffrey
talented
Wright
of the
is in
three.
a class by himself. He is so good as an actor.
That's true. He is.
Good grief, he is
Shout out to Jeffrey
marvelous.
Wright. Shout out to Jeffrey Wright. He is different, right? And really, even between these two, I'm gonna say Cheadle kind of beats out Terrence Howard. Terrence almost plays the same character in everything he
Wait,
does.
the kids thought when I was telling them that I showed them a picture of Michael K. Williams who died. They kept saying they kept thinking it was Don Cheadle.
Oh
They were like,
wow.
"Oh my God, the guy from Endgame died." I'm like, "Wait, I don't think Michael. What's his name?
Yeah, right.
I didn't think they were the same people. The kids thought they were the same."
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah.
So he ended up yeah, but so Terrence Howard, they got into it. He got into it, I guess, over compensation. He wanted more money. And they
Okay.
were like, "Well, we'll just find somebody to replace you." So it's almost like when they put in the dark skin Aunt Viv, or the light skin Aunt Viv instead of the dark one. And just that was terrible. That was a terrible
Uh-huh.
swap out. They should have just
That
let the
was pretty
character
bad.
die or something.
Mhm.
But for them to like just try to switch it and then act like nothing happened.
Or Divorce Court. Remember the lady from Divorce Court?
What's cool? Which one?
You didn't watch Divorce Court? They
Do
swapped
do.
out. They swapped out the dark skinned lady, put the light skinned lady in Divorce Court.
I
It
don't
was
know.
awful.
I never
That's
watched.
terrible. I mean, to swap out. Well, this one, that's
Oh,
terrible.
oh,
You don't remember that?
mm-mm. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
so we will say this. If you want our short recommendation on the film, we highly recommend checking out the Matrix Resurrections. It's a good movie if you're a thinker, if you believe in the power of love, and they talk about that. Or if you're a person who just kind of believes that the world's kind of stuck in the Matrix, you might
Hmm.
enjoy. I think you'll enjoy this film. I just like when you think about the things that this movie reminds you of in terms of real life. I mean, first of all, right now you got the pandemic where you have a lot of people that just do whatever the government says. And
Hmm.
that's, I think, a very dangerous way to think about anything. To me, that's the Matrix. But then also, in a more practical sense, I think about, I've known people like they go off and get married and have kids. And then you see them later, 10, 15 years later, and it's like a whole different person.
Well,
Like,
you can't be the same person.
well,
You've
you
had all
can't,
those different experiences. You can't be the same.
you can't be, but then sometimes it's because a part of you dies, you
Well, you
know?
have to. It's a necessary process that all of us must go through.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not fun.
No, it's never
Yeah,
fun.
it's not always.
It's
It's not
never
always.
fun. But
Killing yourself ain't always progress.
it isn't. But what do you mean it's not always progress? Like that part I don't get.
I
Like
mean,
how
killing off
can
a
you
part of
not
yourself.
progress?
Well, it's not always. I mean, because sometimes you're what they call suppressing a
Well,
part of yourself that gives you
okay,
life.
so suppressing and killing are two different things.
Or well,
The,
okay,
when you
stuffing, muting.
when you're evolving and you're becoming something greater, there's a part of yourself that has to go away. So it's almost like a snake. In order for a snake to really grow and progress, it has to shed its skin.
That's
and
true.
so and so that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to shed
Mm.
and say goodbye to the old you in order for a new you, and it's a mourning process. It's something that you're like, oh gosh, I look at pictures of myself way back when, I'm like, good grief, that lady from back then is not the same lady right now. I've evolved.
Yeah, and I think to me the bigger question is, do you like the new person better than the old one? If the answer is no, then you might want to be careful because you could be living a lie. You could be
Hmm.
it's like if you have a gay man who says no, I want to fit in, I want to be straight, and you meet him later and he's like, I don't like women, I went to therapy and they told me that I don't like, or that I don't like men,
Wait,
that
what therapist tells people that?
no, I'm saying
Okay,
that,
hold on, you
you,
getting in my
no, 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 no,
category. I
no,
don't
no, no,
know
no, no, no. I'm not talking about
any
license. No, no,
therapist to tell you
listen,
that.
listen.
Okay.
I'm not talking about licensed therapists. I'm talking about those conversion therapists. They have it. So,
Okay. Well, those
which
aren't
obviously
licensed.
I know you have an issue with that, right? That's
Not
why
that I have an
I
issue
did
with
not say
it.
license. I did
They,
not say license. Hold on, wait,
well,
you're not letting me finish.
okay, I just want to add something in there.
Okay,
Like, in order to call you, it's title protection. So you can't call yourself a therapist unless you're licensed, really.
right.
No one on the street can just say I'm a therapist. Like, it takes a lot in there. So Anyway,
Absolutely.
I guess you can go see people, individuals who
Right.
can tell you
Counselors.
that.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
okay,
Coaches, whatever. Right. So
whatever.
so so here so
Just
here's
want to
my
make
here
sure.
was my point. Here
Uh-huh.
was my point. Sometimes people evolve and there's a part of you that you put to the side. You thought maybe you were growing and evolving, but then you realize no, that was a part of who you wanted to be and you let it go because you wanted to fit in. So
Uh-huh.
that's what I think about when I think about the Matrix is that you're
Mm-hmm.
plugging in and you want to be acceptable. You want to be socially acceptable, right? So you start doing what everybody else is doing, and
Mm-hmm.
then you realize that's not really who you are.
Okay, so
And
that sort of thing is what puts you into the blue pill stuff, where
right,
you're just doing what bots are telling you to do, and in order to find yourself, that's the whole quest. Find out who you really are. Who are you? Who are you, Neo? You got to learn how to fly again. And to do and to soar and to do great things, you do have to he has to let go of the computer programmer Neo, who's sitting around doing the same thing every day.
yeah, right,
Hmm.
right. And I know, like even little things, it could be basic things. Like when I started playing video games again, that's how
That's so cool.
that was my moment of kind of like saying, I used to love this stuff. Like, why did I stop?
Yeah, why did you
Oh,
stop?
because you're married and you're older and you're not supposed to
Wait,
do it.
hold on. You
No, no, no.
started when you were
No. But
married.
listen, listen.
Oh,
No, no,
okay.
no, no. I played video games. I was playing games like 15 years ago.
Okay. But
I
let the
stopped. I stopped because I started focusing on my business and making money,
Okay.
and
All right.
video games weren't as interesting, right? So when I got older and I had made some money and I didn't want to get up and make money anymore. I remember kind of just feeling like, okay, I want to go back and rediscover who I used to be.
I
You
love
know,
that. I mean, I knew that you were always into video games, and I had got you that. What did I get you? A Sega. Wait, what was it? What video game?
Xbox
I
maybe.
got you the Xbox. Yeah, and so it sat there for a year, maybe 2 years. You didn't even open the box,
Nope.
and I was like, maybe one day Boyce will, open the box and become a gamer again.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what's interesting is
And you did.
yeah, Sophia. So Sophia Stewart's the name of the
Yeah, Sophia Stewart.
yeah.
Did you? You said you talked to her.
Wait, say it again.
You said you spoke to Sophia Stewart.
Yeah, we talked for about 3 hours.
Did you record any of it?
I don't remember. I gotta go
Did
see
you
if I
do a
did.
podcast? If you did a podcast with her, you should put it back up.
Yeah, I'll go see. It was if I did
Restream it.
if I did anything with her, it literally was like way back, like 2008, 2009.
That would be
I
awesome
have
to
to look it
read.
up.
You gotta repost that.
Yeah,
Or
Sophia and I talked a long time, and what was really interesting about what she talked about, what she said about the Matrix was, I mean, in case you don't know, Sophia Stewart is a black woman who claims that the Matrix was her idea, that she designed the characters and everything else, and I don't doubt it. I mean, there's a big lawsuit and stuff like that. But anyway, one thing that really stood out to me was she said that Neo was designed after Muhammad Ali. She said
wow,
she dated Muhammad Ali 40, 50 years ago, and he dated a lot of
he
women.
dated a lot of people I
He
know.
got around, yeah, he got around. But he was a great man. He's from Louisville, and I look up to Ali. I love Ali. He's from my home city. I
Hmm.
grew up hearing about him. And but yeah, she said she designed Neo after Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
Now Jonathan says she won in court. Did she get any of the money from this movie? I wonder if she got any
I
money
wonder what
from it.
happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how much money she got. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, but I hope she got everything. I
I
hope she.
was looking at the credits to see if they at least gave her a nod, but they
Yeah,
did not.
yeah. Though she wasn't in the credits.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
She's not going to get the recognition.
Oh, well, you know
Well,
what?
we recognize her.
Well, let's look at what's going on in our lives. We did a little fun little photo shoot for Pillow Talk. Yeah, what y'all think? So we took some little pictures to represent Pillow Talk, and we decided to get in bed, put on some corny red pajamas, and then we had this picture together as a couple,
Oh, look at that.
and that was in front of the Christmas tree, and I was really excited. I got to take a picture with Tay
Peter,
Tay.
she was all in the camera. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
great.
that's our baby. That's a little mogul singer dancer businesswoman. We had a meet. She talked to me. That she came to me. She said, "I'd like to have a business meeting."
Are you
Well,
serious?
yeah, she sat there. She was eating Twizzlers and talking shit, and sitting in a chair. And I taught her how to shake hands.
Today?
Yeah, I was showing her how to shake hands and look people in the eye when you shake hands, and it was fun. But she's a great content creator actually, and there's a little picture we all took together. You look great, and I'm wearing red, and we're all matching, and so that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I had fun with the photo shoot. It was nice. It was a nice little family thing.
It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, everybody, just as a reminder, in case you all forgot, don't forget that on Wednesday nights I do a book club, and it's totally free. You can join at BoyceWatkins.com. We're reading Black Labor, White Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. And also, I want to make sure you all have Alicia's website. Her website is coachingwithdralicia.com. She's a licensed couples counselor and a full professor of social work, and a licensed life coach too, right? Like, or
Yeah,
a certified life coach. Yeah,
I
okay. So
sure am.
you kind of done a little bit of everything. That's
A
pretty
little bit of
cool.
everything. So how far are you into Black Labor, White Wealth? How far into the book are you by now?
We're about page 175.
How many? Really? You know the page number?
Yeah.
How long is the book? How far are you into it?
I'm
It's like
I'm
halfway?
gonna guess it's like 280, 300 pages.
Oh my
And then,
goodness, you're gonna do this for a whole year to
yeah,
read this book.
yeah. Oh, and after that, we're gonna do Powernomics, and then we're gonna do
Okay.
Dirty. Like we're gonna do Dr. Claude Anderson books for the next 3 or 4
His whole
years.
series.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna read Black Labor, White Wealth
you
on my
should.
I'm gonna read it on my own.
If you're black and you want to understand how your matrix was built,
Yes. Hello.
yeah, the matrix of white supremacy. I mean, for real, and
Yeah.
how you were literally bred just like the people in the matrix to be food
Yes.
for the
To
matrix.
feed.
Like black people are food.
Mm-hmm.
That's what y'all are, economic food for this country. Like they literally, when black folks like do something for ourselves, people get offended because they're like, wait, you're starving us
You're
because you're
taking away from it. We can't feed off of you.
yeah, when you feed yourself and you're
Yeah.
black, they really are like, wait, we're hungry.
They're
Like
gonna they're gonna call out all the bots on you.
yeah,
What did
yeah.
he do? He said swarm. And they swarmed around.
Oh my God, it's
We're gonna
crazy.
be
Or
swarmed.
the Negro minions.
The Negro minions.
Those are the bots.
Jumping out of the
Well, remember
windows.
the bots were also food. So they were food that was angry, that would fight the other food to keep you in your place.
That's right.
So remember, Dr. Claude Anderson said, none of the slave revolts, and every single time there was a slave revolt, there was a black slave that told the master what was going on.
Yeah, and isn't it interesting how Smith? Now this is kind of a spoiler. How Smith and Anderson got together.
And realized they were both being controlled.
They were both being controlled. That was really fascinating, enlightening. But as soon as that part was over, then it was just like, okay, it's back on. Me and you are start now fighting.
Yeah.
I thought that was fascinating. I also thought there was another part in there. Oh, when Jada Pinkett's character, I can't remember her name.
But she did good.
Jada Pinkett's character talked about no more war. You know, she's just like, no more war. We're not going to sit here and fight other people's wars. And she talked about peace, which I
she
love.
was like, we're free. We ain't got to go back and free the slaves.
Yeah, she's like,
That's what
we're
she
done.
saying.
We're having fun up here in Canada.
Yeah, she's like, we ain't trying to go back and get the. And that's a dilemma a lot of us go through. I mean, I know as a free black man, like being like, I guess I like to believe I'm intellectually free and financially free and all that.
Yeah.
I've had people say like, why are you trying to go back? Why are you trying to go back and save everybody? And the truth is, I can't. I don't want to. I can't. It's too much work.
You can't.
It's too dangerous.
Like we're enjoying our
do.
little cushy IO. We're enjoying IO right now.
No,
Zion is gone.
What it is for me is I help people that want to be helped. So
yeah.
I haven't disconnected. It's not that I won't free people if they want to be free, but you got to really want it. Like she was saying, like in the movie,
yes.
It was like in the movie, she had to choose.
She had to choose yes or no.
Yeah. Like if you're not choosing it, I'm not going to shove it down your throat.
Which is so interesting because the reason why I think like you're so appealing, Boyce, you're appealing to the people who get rejected by the status quo. Because so the biggest thing with Trinity or Tiffany was, how happy is she in the Matrix? Like that was the question. They're like, these bots are doing a really good job keeping her nice and comfortable and happy in the Matrix. If she gets kind of upset and mad and kind of irritated by the Matrix, then she's more likely to let go of it. And so I think that's why you're so appealing, because you're appealing to me because the Matrix can let me down. And so I'm like, man, screw this. I can get my own stuff. It puts me right into your hands.
Well, the
Yeah.
people that tend to listen to people like me the most are people that have really experienced traumatic, forms of racism,
Oh,
maybe
yes.
on the corporate plantation or whatever.
How could you not?
That they kind of have to know. Like that
Yeah.
one lady that I worked with at Syracuse who wouldn't speak to me because she thought I was too scary and radical.
Yeah.
She was a black woman and she avoided me because she didn't want to be around the radical black people. But then when
she was all comfortable in the Matrix, wasn't she?
yeah, but then when they screwed her and kind of jarred her, that was when she turned to me to
She
kind
was
of
coming
like
to
help her.
you. You were like her Morpheus.
Whatever I was, I don't know. But I remember that day like it was yesterday, and I was like, "What do you want? Like, why are you talking? Oh, you talking to me now?
Oh, now you're talking to me.
After 6 years, you've been really walking past me for 6 years, and now you want to talk? Oh, they
knocked you down off your
yeah, they must have reminded you that we all in this thing together, girl. You better grow up. But anyway, so but yeah, we think you guys should see the movie. It's really good. It's The Matrix Resurrections, and we just think it's worth watching. And also, if you're deep or smart and you're into like coded messages and stuff like that, or whatever, then you'll find the movie really interesting because they made some pretty heavy political.
They did make
statements.
99% of the people, making reference to the 99%. Yeah.
Yeah,
quite fascinating.
Yeah, so unplug from the Matrix, particularly the Matrix of white supremacy. There's a whole system. And again, on Wednesday nights we read Black Labor, White Wealth, and that explains the whole Matrix to you, and how to unplug and how it was designed, so you can kind of know where you want to fit. So feel free to join us on Wednesday. You can go to BoyceWatkins.com.
Take the red pill and join us.
There we go.
Join us into.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Alicia's website is coachingwithdralicia.com. So if you want to learn more about what she does with couples counseling and stuff like that, feel free to go to coachingwithdralicia.com. All right, we're out of here, guys. Have a good evening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.